Low back pain is one of the most common complaints I hear from my patients in my practice, especially throughout their first year postpartum. There is so much carrying, swaddling, holding, and especially for extended periods of time, so it's really common for that to contribute to low back pain as well as pelvic floor symptoms. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 really easy tips to incorporate into your daily activities to help reduce your low back pain and also to help increase and incorporate more supportive connection around your abdominal wall and your core team. This will help to reduce and relieve low back pain as well as to offload your pelvic floor, because this is often another place that gets compounded when we're doing a lot of low back loading. The pelvic floor then has to make up for that in addition to all of that support. So first, I'm going to go over what is the biggest challenge when we are carrying little ones and why low back pain is so prevalent. I'm going to use a yoga block as my baby, so please use your imagination as I demonstrate in this way. As I hold my baby here, I'm going to turn profile so you can see what's kind of happening from head to toe. Often, this kind of higher up position of holding our little ones closer to our chest is a really common place where we are often holding them. And so in order to offload and balance ourselves with this top heavy load, we often assume this position. Now in this position, I want you to notice a few important things. Number 1, my knees are locked out. Number 2, my pelvis is jutted forward. Number 3, my torso is leaning back. So number 4, my head is now jutting forward. The body is kind of in this zigzag pattern in order to try to hold and maintain my position. Now, notice here the position of my low back. My low back is having to do a ton of work here to help support my body. My abdominal wall can't support me here in this position because it has to lengthen in order for me to be able to lean back. This puts a lot more load now on the pelvic floor. Additionally here, my head has to jut forward in order to try to balance myself. This contributes to a lot of neck tension and upper back tension as well. So how do we help this system be able to hold our load in a better place? Tip number 1, I want you to start by first noticing your ribcage to pelvis position. The more that we can have our ribcage stacked over our pelvis, the more successful our body is going to be for holding load and being able to use our whole core team. That includes our abdominal wall working with our back muscles, which then offsets a lot of extra load on the pelvic floor so it can work more efficiently. And in turn, this now places my head in a better position so it's not having to work really hard through my neck to stabilize the team either. Number 2, a really easy way to keep that rib cage stacked over the pelvis more often is noticing what's happening at your knees. When we lock out our knees, my pelvis has to jut forward in order to hold me there. This doesn't allow that rib cage to pelvis relationship to be stacked as optimally. If we literally just unlock our knees, it puts our pelvis and our rib cage in that more aligned, stacked position more often. And then holding our little ones here, we can rock, sway, load more efficiently. Tip number 3, our feet are often in the exact same plane when we are holding our little ones in this way. When our feet are in this more parallel stance, it is a lot easier for me to lock out my knees and to translate that pelvis forward in order to hold this position. By mixing up the position of our feet, we can help improve this alignment. By staggering your stance so that you have one foot in front of the other and holding in this way, this naturally promotes my rib cage being more upright over my pelvis. If I lean back in this way, it also helps to still maintain that alignment more clearly than when I have both feet in the same position. It's a lot easier to lean further back. So by just adjusting your feet, having one foot in front of the other, and then I always remind my patients to make sure that you switch on and off throughout the day so you're not always putting the same foot in front. This is another easy way to start to mix up your positioning and to improve loading throughout your body. So in summary, the 3 tips to help relieve your low back pain. Number 1, rib cage to pelvis stacking. We want that rib cage to be right over the pelvis as much as possible. Number 2, unlocking your knees. When we unlock our knees, that helps to stack our rib cage over our pelvis more naturally. And then number 3, instead of having your feet in parallel, explore staggering your stance more often throughout the day. So I hope these tips can be helpful in incorporating that throughout your daily routine and relieving that low back pain so you can keep going and carrying your little ones throughout the day.